Alright, what's up everybody, back with another video. Today we're going to be finally putting in the B18C in my Civic. So right now I'm by myself, so hopefully in a little bit I'll have people come over and help me, but right now I'm just going to start draining the oil, drain transmission fluid, drain the coolant, start unplugging everything, getting all ready. Alright, so following the coolant drain, I already unbolted part of the shift linkage. Now I'm gonna start taking off the axles, and then I'm gonna take off the bitch pin, and then start taking off the exhaust. That should be it for the bottom part of the car. Alright, so I got the axle out. I'm about to take off the header. And then after that, I'm gonna take off the bitch pin, and the bottom part should be done already. Then I'll start disconnecting all the wiring. So I got the bitch pin out. I just used this bolt and a hammer and just hammered it out. So surprisingly, this was pretty quick. Last time I did this, taking out this pin took me forever. So now I start just unplugging everything, and then I'll drop the motor. Alright, so I just disconnected everything, took off the feed and return. All the hoses back here are all disconnected. Every single sensor disconnected. I just forgot the slave, but it's just 2 bolts. And then the T-bracket. And once I disconnect the T-bracket, I'm gonna jack up the car and then lower the engine. But right now I'm gonna just take a break. I'm gonna clean up the mess I made, and then I'll get back to this later. Alright, so as you guys can tell, the motor's already ready to come out. Took off the rear T-bracket, so it's just on these 2 mounts. I got these 2 dollies right here, so I'm gonna jack up the car, take out the jack stands, and I'm gonna lower the car until this rests on the dollies, and unbolt the mounts, and then jack up the car, and then slide the motor out. So now I got some purple power. I'm gonna be spraying the engine bay, but first I'm gonna switch off the injectors because this is OBD1 injectors, those have OBD2. So I'm just gonna switch those out real quick. And after that, I'm gonna start cleaning up the transmission again, clean that one more time, then throw it back in the car. Alright, so far I cleaned up the engine bay a bit. Looks better than what it was before, but I'm not gonna clean it that much because it needs to be repainted. But right now I'm gonna take apart the transmission and then put in the new clutch and a flywheel. Damn, that's crazy. When I unbolted the pressure plate, this big piece of metal just came out. I wonder why. That's the reason why I had shifting problems. Went with the fresh stage 1 action clutch and flywheel. Got my ARP flywheel bolts. They had the pressure plate bolts out of stock, so that's why I didn't get them. But this will look good on there. Oof. An old B16 transmission. So right now I'm gonna put this on the dolly and then mount up the flywheel. So I got everything mounted already. I need to invest into a new battery because when I was doing that time lapse and I was mounting it, my battery died. But so far I plugged in everything. I just need to connect the distributor, the starter ground, alternator ground, and then there's this plug right here that I saw. I kind of messed it up. It's going to the T-bracket, so I got on both T-bracket real quick. And then after that, I'm gonna put oil, put back in the axles, and I'm gonna try to start it real quick. I also need to bleed the clutch, but dang, it looks good. I'm happy it's finally in. So I got the bolts for the mounts, connected the half shaft, put the shift linkage in. Now I just need to go to Hotozone and get some Alex fluid. Get it, tranny fluid, Alex fluid. I need to get some coolant, and then it's basically in. I can start the car. So right now I'm just gonna put some Alex fluid. I already put motor oil, and then I'm gonna get the ECU, plug it in, and then I'm gonna try to start it. Alright, so I put oil, Alex fluid. I didn't put coolant yet because I'm gonna just see if it just starts first. Everything's connected. Fuel feed, return, it's connected. Bolted that. It's on tight, all injectors are plugged in. Map sensor, everything. Everything's good. Just plugged in the ECU. So right now we'll see if it starts. Well, first I'm gonna prime it. I'm gonna see if I smell any gas or if gas is leaking. Check engine light. Probably check what that is. I just fixed the check engine light. It was the VTEC solenoid one. I forgot to plug it in, I guess, but we're Gucci. So now it's gonna be the first startup. We'll see how it is. So then now when the car's running, it sounds healthy, but when the car's running, there's another check engine light, so I'm gonna put coolant in it and then I'm gonna let it run. So far, those times I was turning it on, no leaks nowhere. Everything's all good. My main concern is the fuel, but that's all good. No leaks in the transmission, no leaks in the motor, nothing. Alright, so right now I just double checked everything. Right now we're gonna go for a little test drive. Still no check engine light, no overheating. Sounds good, I'm happy. So happy for this. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get the exhaust done. I have a 2.5-inch straight pipe with a Vibram muffler. Hopefully it sounds good. And then I'll record that tomorrow, but that'll be for another video. Alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.